Begin standing. Lower your left ear to left shoulder. Use your left hand to press against your neck, the side of your head, gathering a little bit of resistance, and then gently release, allowing your neck to relax again. You can also extend that right hand out long for a little bit of extra. Returning the head back through neutral, switch sides, gently lowering the head, right ear to right shoulder. Press against your head, building a little bit of resistance, and then gently release, allowing the neck to relax again. If you like, you can reach out with that opposite hand. Good, returning the neck back through center. We're gonna find some head rolls. So left ear to left shoulder, rolling the head forward. And if it feels okay for you, going back and around. Nice and gentle. And then we'll switch directions. So once you get to the opposite shoulder, reversing. Returning the head back to neutral. We'll find some shoulder rolls, forward, up, and back. Maybe finding some intuitive movement here, doing one at a time. And then we'll reverse direction, so coming forward, up and down. Bringing the arms out to the sides, starting out with small arm circles. Trying to keep everything else nice and still. Make those arm circles a little bigger. Maybe you get the chest involved, adding a little bit of cat-cow action. Nice big wingspan. And then reverse direction, starting out nice and big. You can go as slow as you want to here. And then getting smaller and smaller. Warming up the shoulders, finding that mobility. Drawing your arm across the body, pulling it towards you. Try not to put pressure directly on the elbow, trying to keep the shoulder out of the ear. Breathing into the top of the shoulder muscle. Release, switch sides, drawing the arm across the body and then pulling it towards you, trying to keep the shoulder out of the ear. And gently release, coming into a tricep stretch. Pat yourself on the back, press against your elbow, lifting in the heart space until you feel an opening in the back of that arm. Try not to allow your low back to collapse, having you arch forward. See if you can tone the belly towards the spine. Recruit the legs and the glutes to support the lengthening of the upper body, lengthening of the spine. Gently release and we'll switch sides. Pat yourself on the back, press into the elbow, lift in the heart space. And gently release. We're gonna head down to the feet. So grounding into the earth, roll the ankles in and out, rock forwards and back. And we're gonna do a few toe raises. Put the hands on the hips, slowly rising up, and then slowly rising down. Trying to keep it nice and steady. Simple calf raises. Trying to go slow as you can. One more. Hold here at the top. See if you can bring the arms out to the sides, and then maybe up and overhead. Palms facing each other. Activate the inner thighs towards one another. Make sure you're pressing down through all of those toes, and then gently release everything down. Good. We're gonna find a side bend, so reaching that arm up and over, looking for an opening in the side body. So try not to collapse forward if you can avoid it. This other arm is gonna slide down the leg, and breathe. Switch sides. Arm reaches up and over. One more time on each side. Breathe. And switch. Good. Bring the palms together at heart center. Really press the fingers apart, finding an opening in the back between the shoulder blades. Rounding forward, tucking the chin towards the chest. Interlace your fingers, pull the elbows apart, resist as you try to pull your fingers apart, and then feel the stretch spread to the back, the upper back between the shoulder blades. You can round forward a little bit, if that feels good for you. Find some intuitive side to side movement. Good, and then gently release. We're gonna move into our quadriceps, so finding a wall or something to give you support. Return to stand, shift the weight into your right foot, bend your left leg, and then press your glute forward, finding an opening in the front of that left leg. Maybe you get an outward rotation in the arm, a lifting in the heart space. One more breath here. And then we'll simply switch sides. I'm gonna keep facing this direction, but you could turn around. So you're gonna shift the weight into your left foot, bending that right leg, reaching for your foot behind you. You could have your hand on your hip. Really just looking for an opening in the front of the leg and the hip flexors. Good, and gently release. We're gonna move into the back of the legs now, the hamstrings. So taking a step forward with the left, step back with the right. You can have your legs as separated as you want to, maybe like hip distance apart. Turning that back foot in, foot is planted on the floor. We're gonna put the hands on the hips, turn the torso forward. With a nice flat back, we're gonna come forward into pyramid pose. Taking your time here. Once you reach parallel with the earth, maybe you bring the hands to your thighs or down to your shins, or maybe down to the floor. Walking the hands back up, and we'll just switch sides. So my right foot is going to be forward. Turn my torso towards my foot. And I'm going to come forward, hands on the hips. Nice long spine, flat back. come about halfway down to where I'm parallel with the earth. And then my hands can come to my thighs or my shins or the floor. We're gonna gently walk back up. We're gonna move into the hips. So again, find your wall support. You're gonna shift the weight into your right foot, lift that left leg up to hip height, cross it over like a figure 4, and then we're gonna sink back into a chair pose. If you have an actual chair, you could literally sit in it. There's so many ways you can do this hip stretch, but I'm just gonna show this standing version with the wall support variation. You could also work on your balance a little, bringing the hands together at heart center. Feel free to readjust as needed. Try to sink a little bit lower on the exhales. Option to bring the hands all the way to the floor. Gently coming back out, and we'll switch sides. Shifting the weight into your left foot, lift that right leg up to hip height, cross it over, and then sink back into your chair. Take your time here. We'll be here for a few breath cycles. Oops. There we go. And coming back out of it. We're just gonna stretch out our calves real quick, finding the wall. Both hands against the wall, spread those fingers nice and wide, alternating, lifting the heels, maybe rolling the toes forward. And then starting with the left foot, take a big step back, stretching out the top of that left leg. And then we'll switch sides. Okay, and we're gonna switch back to the left foot, but we're gonna get the lower part. So you're gonna take a step back with your left foot, but then bend your left knee. So you should feel it in the bottom part of your left leg, in that Achilles ankle region. But as long as you feel the stretch somewhere, it's doing something. And then switch sides. Good, and that's it. Shake out the wrists. You're good to go.